Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This
Why,
is
hello there,
BGFH,
stranger.
and we are back in for another VR game spotlight. Not an experience. This is actually a game. We're looking at VR Karts. This one I had completely forgotten about. I had saw it on Steam a while back, and then when I was looking through again the summer sale, I'm like, oh yeah, virtual go-karting, like a Mario Kart kind of game. That could be really good. And I like what they're going for in this game. But I don't know if it's just the way it's designed or like the way the controls are. I just, the controls just don't feel solid enough. Um, they don't, it's no Mario Kart is basically what I'm trying to say. There, I said it. Um, like just taking turns and the way the power slide mechanics are implemented in this game, like they just don't feel right. Like you can't just power slide. You actually have to have boost in order to power slide through a corner. Whereas Mario Kart, you do like the little bunny hop thing, and then you kind of just go, so you can kind of power slide everywhere. But I want to show you a race or two with this Karts. Now there is single player and multiplayer. I haven't played any multiplayer just because I'm kind of terrible at the game yet. I did try to go into a lobby, and like it says waiting for players, but I didn't stick around long enough for that to really do anything. Now we're looking at here. Here's the problem again. We're running into the same rigmarole. Again, as a low vision gamer, I have to do a lot of guesswork. Like we're in this cool little environment here, our virtual menu, so to speak. Nice little chair here. um, but we have, like, just by trial and error is really how I had to figure all of this out. And even then, I still can't really read the menus. I cannot lean in. I can, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, how do I do it? Okay. Yes, select will, or back will shift your recenter your view, which is good. I'm glad it has that. I'm glad it has that. But over here is your, like, you can change your color for your carter, for your racer. There's all kinds, like, you can change the color of your cart, your little helmet, your suit, and all the little primary, secondary colors. It's a little bit hard to, well, let's go in here. So I just kind of left everything normal because, like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. You got your little different things on there, and I can kind of tell like which one is blinking. So I could actually change some of this, but it's still like a little bit hard. And again, if I try to lean in, it pushes the image back, so it's always at the same focal distance. And again, what would actually, now that I think about it, what would actually really be helpful is they need to have, God, I gotta submit this. This is just a brilliant idea I just had. There needs to be like an accessibility feature in the Oculus desktop application. Have an accessibility category. And what they could do is, like, for some people who don't want the zoom because it's too jarring. Like, I know when you zoom in it can kind of clip through if the camera's not in the right position or whatever. That could be a problem for some people, but like I said, for people with glasses or low vision legally blind gamers like me who would appreciate having that as a standard everywhere, that could just be into the interface, into the Oculus interface. So just like checking any other setting or enabling unknown apps in the settings area, I could enable like a lean in mode. Have a lean mode where any game, and maybe require games and experiences to have this as a standard. If that is enabled, it should work from the time you open an experience till the time you close it, and for any sort of text or interface screen. Like if you're in, I understand, like if you're like in the in a first person game, or you're even in a cart, like your leaning isn't going to necessarily, you might lean for the sake of just in the game itself, but it's not the same. But anytime, if you pause the menu, if you're in a configuration, if you are in the main menu, you are upgrading your character in some kind of a skill tree, anything like that, if that is enabled through the Oculus app, a game should honor that. I'm going to have to write to Oculus and a couple other people that I've been communicating about that. I just had an epiphany, guys. Cool. All right, so enough of this garage nonsense. Let's back out. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to... Ugh. Okay. My bad. I actually exited the game. I didn't realize it was going to do that. Hold on a minute. So again, what I can do is I can magnify the screen, kind of holding up the thing over my head. Go back in. I apologize. I totally did not mean to exit the game entirely. We'll get back into it here. All right. But, like I said, this is what happens.
Welcome back. Let's race.
All right, man. So we don't want to do that. We want to do a single-player race. Now, again, I have options. I can tell which one is being selected by the boldness of it, but I can't read any of it. I just have to guess that, oh, well, maybe this is some kind of a circuit. Okay, maybe this is a difficulty. I see the one there. The second one is grayed out. Now, again, if I were to kind of hold the headset up with one hand and I looked at the screen, maybe fired up magnifier or something just to see what the mirrored image was. But again, what's obnoxious about this is if I move my head out of any of these little squares, I have to start all over. So imagine if I'm trying to read a menu and then I go, oops, or I reposition it. Now I got to start over. Okay, go in here, go there, go there. Sure, let's do the first one. Sure. And now we go to race. So being able to read those, I don't know what the easiest method for that would be. But we're going to go into a race here, and I'm going to do horribly. Got a cool little cart going on here. Let's recenter, center our view a little bit here. All right. Okay, we got a boost. Get out of my way. Now these are speed boost power-ups. So now, oh yeah, okay, I was trying to remember what button was up. Whoa! Speed boost. Somebody hit me with something and I got spun out. Ah! Out of my way, bub. These are weapons. Okay, I got a shield of some sort. Oh, that's going to be bad. That's going to be bad. Get spun around. And there are some doozy power-ups. Like there's one that drastically limits your view. So you just have like almost like an eye patch style of view, and you have to turn your head just to be able to see. That one really sucks. There's like these spike strips that like totally zone you out. So it's... Okay. Let's get that. Hey! Bub. Like that. Back off.
Thank you.
Alright, let's get this. Here we go. Ah, shoot. Spun out there. One thing that's kind of annoying about VR is, like, you know, you gotta itch your cheek or something. See, now, that's uncool. I have no control over my cart whatsoever. I can't do anything. I totally lost all steering. And now I'm gonna get left in the dust again. Alright. We got one more lap still, but things is not looking good for the home team here. Alright, let's get this.
Final lap.
Ugh. I was doing okay, and then after I lost control there, I just started sucking horribly. But the thing with this is like, I feel like unless you're boosting with that power up, you cannot steer worth a damn. Yeah, just kill me. I was trying to see if I could do, like, you know, like where you turn, I forget what game it was, where you had if you kind of, I think it was Ridge Racer, where you could turn outside of the turn, and then if you braked, it would kind of let you do a power slide that way. Yeah, this is going to be really bad. Oh, I seen that, and I shouldn't have hit it. Alright. So we're going to do really poorly. But we're just going to run with it. Well, I don't care. I can't turn. Like, I'm holding the stick as far as I can go. And half the time I literally cannot turn. And you get your kind of stats here. Now, the other thing that I don't like about this game is the characters. They don't have any personality to them hardly whatsoever. And especially when you bump them in the race, or when they have that little checkered area after each event, you hear them kind of mumble a few things here and there. But it's almost, I don't know if they're trying to be funny or what, but like, it's almost kind of offensive. Like, they all just like, I mean, they sound like, frankly, they sound like somebody with a mental and speech disability. Like, it's just, all they can do is go, for some reason, it just bugs me. Like, you pay attention when you hear hear them in the environment. Like, I mean, there's no real character to them, and when they do make noises, like I said, it just kind of sounds like you're kind of like a bad stereotype of somebody with a disability. I don't know. Maybe it's just me reading too much into it, but they just all sound really stupid. So I picked a different course. Okay, let's try to... Ow. Really? You're gonna hit me with that right away again? Oh, this is bad already. I'm just getting shellacked by everything right away. Alright. I wonder what those... Oh, okay. I wondered what the heck those did. I wonder what those little... Oh, I can't turn even with the boost. But when it gets darker like that, it'll... What that's doing is if you're off the track for too long, it will... It will eventually reset you. But if you get on the track before, then it'll just go back to normal. Okay. I think this game would be great if, like, to me, like I said, the controls, when you're not in... Oh, this power-up sucks. Or yeah, enough. When you're boosting, it's sort of okay, but like, if I don't have that, these cars don't churn worth a damn. So, make of that what you will. I don't know. Oh, really? And now I can't steer. That's fan-fucking-tastic, guys. Yep, that's exactly, yep. Now that I'm for sure gonna lose. Oh, you cheat. Wow. There's no possible way I'm even gonna come close to placing. Oh, that was ugly. Yeah, there you go. Oh, let's do one more. I wish I was better at this. I apologize for sucking so horribly. I know I wasn't good at the Radial G either. But like I said, one of these games they're going to get it right. I keep hearing that they're going to be adding.
Thank you.
They're going to be adding VR support to Dirt Rally, and that I really hope, because I played that on. I did a video of it on screen for the early access, and that game is cool. I can't wait to try that in VR. That one might be the one to really hook me on a racing game in virtual reality with the Rift. Hey, come on. Ah, spike strip. Oh, this is not good. Everyone's passing me up already. Turn! Oh, this car handles like ass. When I don't have a boost on, it's just...
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Somebody actually says something. Huh. Turn! Well, at least I'm kind of using them as a bumper car to kind of keep me from... I mean, there's another... I saw when I was going through the Steam sale yesterday, too, as I'm recording this, that there's another kart game in development for Steam, anyway, that should be compatible with the Oculus. I forget exactly what it's called, but I did add it to my wish list. I don't know when it's coming out per se, but I'm going to keep an eye on it because I love me some Mario Kart, and if they can get even like like this Sonic All-Stars Racing, that was a pretty damn good alternate to Mario Kart that I haven't covered on the channel, but maybe should. Very cool kart racing game. I would totally be open to a kart racer, but like I said, unless you're boosting in this, your car just handles like complete garbage. And I went in between them. Classic. Turn, you... turn. Wow. It just doesn't... I'm curious if it's just me, or if the controls really do suck. Like, if it really is hard to turn, because I... Okay, turn. There we go. Turn, dang it. Ugh. Oh, I did not mean to hit that. Final lap. Okay, pass a couple of those guys. Really? Again? Go, go, go. Go, little man, go. Turn. Get on the track. Yeah, this is just not very responsive. It is pretty neat though, like, you know, the first person perspective, you know, if this was on a screen, the cart would actually kind of get in the view, in your way, because it takes up part of the screen, whereas this is just, no, it's just all I have to do is look up. And there's plenty in my field of view where I don't, if I want to look at the cart interface, I can. If I don't have to, it's not blocking anything. Okay. Turn, you bastard. Okay. Come on. Hey, I didn't get last. That's the important thing. Yeah, all they do is they just make these weird, like, weird grunting noises. I don't know, just it just reminds, I don't know, maybe not, but it just kind of reminds me of like somebody's stereotype of somebody with a disability, which is kind of not cool. But I've shown you a couple of different races. You've seen a lot of the power-ups that I've seen so far. You know, there's ones that take over your steering. There's the shield. There's the one that makes you just have a really tiny field of view and you have to kind of look around. There's all kinds of stuff like that. I like what they're going for. I genuinely like what they're trying to do. And in the carts and the visuals, I don't mind. That's fine. I really wish the carts handled better. And the characters are just really, you know, again, generic and not really much of anything in my opinion. But there you go. It is VR karting. And it is available on Steam and in the Oculus Store. We are playing it through the Oculus Store here. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys again later.